Hey folks, Michael Anthony here. Thanks for joining me. This video is going to be a quick video that you could follow along to help relieve stress, anxiety, depression, any sort of nervousness, any low-level energy feeling that you may have, even just a sense of uneasiness or overwhelmment. It could be from work, it could be from your family, your friends, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anytime you're feeling that, I want you to come to this video and do this technique. Now, this technique is super simple and easy to learn, so you could start to implement it, without this video. But let's go ahead and hop right in and you could follow along, and then I'll explain after the video a little more about it. So you're feeling that sense of uneasiness, that anger, that stress. This is what you're going to do. First, you're going to start by taking a long inhale through your nose, deep into your abdominal region, as well as your chest. A brief pause, and then you're going to exhale through the nose, nice and slow. So as far as the inhale and the exhale, it may be anywhere from 4 to 6 seconds on the inhale and then 4 to 6 seconds on the exhale. There's no real exact number on this. It's going to depend on the individual, but I would say try to aim for at least 4 seconds. So what that means is within 1 minute, you should be doing, maybe around 6 full breaths. So if you're doing 10 seconds as a full inhale and exhale, then that would be about 6 breaths a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop in. Don't overthink it. Just follow along with me. You can close your eyes, which is what I like to do. You don't have to. You could be standing, sitting, laying down, whatever is easiest for you. Actually, laying down is a great way, if you haven't done a lot of breath work, that's a great way for you just to naturally breathe. So go ahead and find a position right now, and let's hop right into this. We're going to do this for a few minutes and just follow along, and you should start to feel a really good elevated sense of energy as we go along. You should start to feel a positive feeling as you continue to do this, a feel-good feeling because of the feel-good hormones that are going to be released as a result of the change in your physiology. Let's hop right in. All right, we're going to start with the inhale. So you could follow with me. If my breaths are too long, then just do at your own pace, but follow how long I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to do this for a couple minutes. So here we go. Good job. Just keep going along. And when you're inhaling and exhaling, focus on this heart area. You want to focus on this region where your heart is. Feel the breath going in and out of your chest cavity, right where that heart is, and kind of focus on that area. You should start to feel a sense of relaxation. You could feel typically energy rising up through your solar plexus, into your neck, your shoulders, your head. You could feel it throughout your entire body. Again, just focus on that heart region. Follow that breath in through your nose. Focus on the heart region. You could really feel that area kind of expand, like an energy starts to expand right here. Continue the long, deep, slow breath, focusing on the breath, focusing on the heart region. You should start to feel relaxed, nice and easy, and any of those negative feelings should start to drift away. You are changing your physiology. This is neurobiology, this is neuroscience. This is science and chemistry happening as you breathe. You could do this anywhere. If you're sitting in your car, sitting on your couch, even if you're on a subway car, right? And you could even keep your eyes open when doing this if you don't want to freak anyone out. You may start to notice that your breaths can get a little deeper as you go on. As you start to open up your lungs, it's a little bit easier to take a longer deep breath in and out. So feel free to extend that inhalation and exhalation. Now, if you really want to enhance this exercise after doing the breath for just a couple minutes, and go ahead and continue doing it as I'm speaking. But as you continue to do this breath, after a couple minutes, after you start to feel that grounded sense of well-being, you could also add in a sense of gratitude or something that makes you happy, something that makes you joyful. You can think of a family member, a child. You could think of something that brings you a lot of joy, something you appreciate and that you're grateful for. Pets are great to think about. You could think of something funny that made you laugh recently. Anything that you want to think of that brings you joy as you're doing this deep breath in and out, you're focusing on that heart region. Generate that feeling of gratitude, of appreciation, of joy as you're doing the breath. And then you could start to restructure your emotions and become more regulated with your emotions. You could start to regulate how you emotionally react and get triggered in events. If you do this daily, you will start to rewire your brain, you'll start to rewire your physiology, and you're going to have more control over yourself and over your reality. Who wouldn't want to feel better all the time? Wouldn't it feel great to be empowered and inspired and happy and grateful all the time, as opposed to being worried, sick, disempowered, and stressed? And this is all it takes. So continue doing it. Okay, so we did several minutes of that breathing. You really only have to do this for a couple minutes a day. I suggest trying to aim for, 3 to 6 minutes. That would be really in the sweet spot where you're going to have that shift, that change in your physiology. Even within the first 30 seconds, as you get better at this and you start to do this regularly, you will notice a shift as soon as you start breathing. It may be hard to do at first. You may have your body fighting against you and it doesn't want to do the breathing, and you want to put it off, you want to stop, you start making excuses of why you don't feel like doing it. So if you can get past yourself, your habits, your desire not to do it, which is just overcoming your old habits, your old self, and you could start to let go and fall into this breathing exercise, which only takes a few minutes. And I don't care how busy you are, everyone has a few minutes. If you could sit and scroll on your phone through social media more than a few minutes a day, which most people are spending hours a day doing that, then you could do this exercise at least once a day. But I suggest doing it throughout the day. You could even do it when you're not feeling stressed, because it's going to ground you, it's going to change your physiology, you're going to feel better. But especially do it as soon as you're feeling angry, nervous, upset. It's going to help you. Make it a habit. Put a reminder in your phone to breathe. Just breathe. You could also add that feeling of gratitude. Envision something that really makes you happy, appreciative, and joyful. and you add that in, you're going to actually start to restructure the neurology of your brain, right? You're going to restructure the way your brain's wired, the way you react. If you do this long enough, you're going to have more control over your stress. You're going to be able to manage it better. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget to be exceptional. All right.